on for a fairy tale ending in this year's race for Peugeot and Monsieur Dakar. Peter Hansel is inching closer to a 12th title. Losing 15 minutes today isn't a problem, but above all, I've got to stay totally concentrated to not make errors. And I think that's a bit of experience, probably. The battle for the podium is on. Alatir has his eyes on second, but he's being pushed by the Toyota of De Villiers and hassled by his own teammate, mini rookie Mikko Hirvonen.
So many things can happen, so for sure I will try to push tomorrow as well and give some pressure.
All Sebastian Loeb wants to do now is make it to the end. Really happy it's almost over. The battle is on for a place on the podium. Alatir looks comfortable in second spot, but only 5 minutes separates De Villiers from Hirvonen in fourth.
Not so many minutes and a long way to go, so let's see, maybe yesterday I was able to surprise him a little bit, but now he knows what's the game plan. So
on the other hand, overall leader Stefan Peter Hansel can continue to manage his lead. Well, we can't afford to make a mistake. We can't get overexcited. We'll probably lose seconds or minutes over the day. The longest stage of the rally would include a massive 481 kilometre of special stage. And there's not been a lot of hope for Yazid Al-Raji. It's been a disappointing rally for the Saudi, who should finish outside the top 10. At checkpoint 4, kilometre 276, Vladimir Vasiliev was having another solid day. The Russian, in his Toyota, had the 6th fastest time. He's 8th overall, and that's where all our times will come from. And so to the rally leader, Stefan Peter Hansel. Despite admitting he would take it easy, the Frenchman still pushed hard. And at the halfway mark, he'd only lost 3 minutes to rival Alatir. In the battle for 6th position, Nani Roma made the best of his Mini to stay clear of Cyril Dupre. At the halfway mark, he'd gained an extra minute over the Frenchman in the Peugeot. It's been a tough rally for Roma, but finally he's coming good towards the end of the second week. Sebastian Loeb on his way to Cordoba, where he won the Argentina rally 8 times, and he was in the fight for a 4th stage success on this Dakar. The Frenchman, with under 200 k's to go, was still there looking to clock the fastest time. And so to the battle for the podium. Mikko Hirvonen took off 3rd, several positions ahead of Ginil De Villiers, the man ahead of him. It wasn't an advantage though. At checkpoint 4, the Finn was 5th and had lost precious time on his rivals. His mini teammate Nasser Alatir isn't the kind of man to give up easily, and when he took off this morning, the Qatari probably still hoped that he could get a 3rd Dakar title. And despite clocking the 2nd fastest time at checkpoint 4, he'd only gained a handful of precious minutes on Peter Hansel, barely making a dent in the huge overall lead of the Peugeot. Ginil De Villiers knows when to push, and today was a day for the South African. In his Hilux, the 2009 winner consolidated his 3rd spot and is on the verge of finishing on the podium for a 7th time. And looking great for his teammate, Leroy Poulter. The South African was on his way to a first special success on the Dakar. It's a great performance. That still needs to be confirmed. So far, Poulter is 5th overall, his best performance on the rally. However, the race in the cars is not over yet. We're still waiting for the top men to finish. Unfortunately, it's race over for newcomer Carol Jitter. The American, who's twice ridden the Isle of Man TT, was forced to pull out of the rally with a stomach bug, a real heartache for the Husqvarna rider.
Fiambala. I've never seen anything like that in my life. I want to try this again because I'm not willing to let Fiambala kill me. It almost killed me last night. I'm not gonna let it do it again.
Frenchman Julio Anno is 51 years old and was the last rider overall in the bike category. He's got only one goal, and that was to finish his 4th Dakar attempt. And he managed to get through all the difficulties of this Dakar, the rain, altitude and extreme heat. 3 days away from Rosario, he managed to complete the 11th stage. However, on the liaison, he had a bad crash. That's so stupid. It's a shame to finish the Dakar like this. I must have hit a stone I didn't see. I've dislocated my shoulder. The end of the Dakar for Anno. No doubt he'll be back next year. After a heroic journey that was sometimes more of a struggle than a race, the Dakar of the Acciona Eco Power electric car is over. Stage 12 was a stage too far for the Ariel Chaton-driven car and his co-driver Daniel Scasuso. But we're sure they'll be back for more next year. At 74 years old, Yoshimura Sugawara is the oldest participant in the Dakar. The veteran Japanese is doing his 33rd. In bikes, cars, trucks, the Japanese has driven anything he can get his hands on. This year, his Hino truck is 31st and 2nd overall in the 10-litre category. Sugawara-san is just a day away from another great Dakar performance. Today in the trucks is another hard day of labour for Gerard Deroy, the truck category leader. His lead of 69 minutes on Mardiev gives him enough of a safety net not to take too many risks. Though apparently he seems to be doing a few, but he's one day away of making his dad Jan, and amongst others, very proud. For Irat Mardiev, the Dakar 2016 was lost in the first week. Last year's winner will have to give his crown back if Deroy doesn't do any major mistakes. He's 4th at the moment. In 24 hours, Federico Villagra could put a massive smile on his boss's face. And if Deroy wins the race and the Argentinian pitches 3rd, it will be the best result for Iveco in a long time. Villagra is the revelation of this year's truck category. And at checkpoint 2 today, Peter Versluis was leading the stage. After the loss of the category lead early this week, it's payback time for the MAN driver as the trucks rumble to the finish line.
The sand is so soft and the trucks and cars have just torn it all up. It's a real battle. So I just got through a dune section and now I've just been greeted with this sight. Oh my word. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three! Bastard! 30k to go, and there's just this monstrous hill climb. Oh god, the bike's fallen over. And I just can't get up it, and I can't see to choose a route, and it's so soft. I'm gonna have to pick the bike up now. I think I'm done. Okay, so I found race control, and they say it's okay for me to sleep here and crack on again when it's daylight. I'm going to make myself a nice little bed. I've got my emergency blanket, my glow stick so I can see. I've got some food and water, so it should be quite comfortable really. See you in the morning. The sight you don't want to see in the Dakar. The sight that means it's all over. Gutted. That's my ride home.
Tomorrow will bring the final test of this year's Dakar. 180 kilometres of the 13th and ultimate special, blasting away from here in Cordoba. Tomorrow, Rosario is the destination, and the podium, the final reward.